Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Survival Let's Play. So this should be officially the first episode into the new year. So this year we've got big plans and I'm hoping to keep that trend going. So a big thing that I want to implement is mega projects. But these mega projects can take months. And I don't want to have to wait months to get that mega project done before I put out a video. So let's say a mega project may take 3 months. What I'll do is I'll extend it to 6 months so that way I can work on my regular videos. This means I'll still be posting normal videos, but in the background I'll be working on a mega project. So we have already started working on the mega project. It is going to be in our swamp biome, and today we are also going to be building in that swamp biome. So in this mega project we require... Hello there. Oh crap. So in that mega project we require a lot of wood. So I thought today we could build up a wood farm so that way it'd make collecting wood a lot easier. Now, we've already found a farm on YouTube that would be perfect for us. So this farm has been designed and created by a YouTuber called ncolyer. So it's a self-sustaining farm, so that means it also creates its own bone meal. So in the description, we have his link below. So check him out, see what other farms he has designed, because this guy is a madman. Alright, enough talking about the farm. We need to actually go out, get the materials for it, and get it going. Alrighty, let's just get it over with. We all know what happens from here. We gather up materials, it takes forever, but we end up doing it for the grind. Now the good thing about this farm though is it is fairly cheap and it is really good for early game. However, we're going to have to make a few different variations of this farm, and that's just because of our different wood types. So we have the main one which does pretty much all the main sort of woods, and then we'll have to make a variant for the mycelium wood and a variant for the crimson wood. And the only difference is that we're changing to the nether trees is that we're just replacing the dirt block with their associated block in the nether. And we'll have another separate farm for the mangrove wood. And this is just because the mangrove wood requires a few extra chains and iron bars around the perimeter just to stop those extra mangrove roots from pretty much protruding across. So now that we have all the materials, we just need to travel to the swamp. So just so you get an idea of where we're going to be building this farm. So the witch farm that we built last episode is here, and we're going to be building it all the way over here. So without any more delays, let's get started. And just like that, we have our first tree farm complete. Now, unfortunately, I did forget to hit record, so we don't have any footage of me building the TNT duper on the top. Now we just need to switch it on and hopefully it all works. So the TNT duper is working nicely. It's coming down at the right speed and at the right frequency. And the bone meal farm attached to this is working well too. However, it's not producing enough. We're using more bone meal than we are making bone meal. But that's okay, this farm is mainly going to be used for our nether trees. So the next farm we make is going to be the main farm we use for pretty much every wood type. So this one is where we're going to make a very efficient bone meal farm that not only feeds itself, but also feeds into the farm. So with that said, once again, let's get started.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you.
Okay, the farm is now complete. All we need to do now is just turn it on. Well, that was very anticlimactic. Okay, let's see what the problem was. Oh, well, it would help if I actually put a redstone torch underneath here to send a signal. Okay, that should now work. Let's turn it on. Okay, it's looking good. Everything is moving like it should be. However, we're not producing any bone meal. Alright, I found the mistake. We're supposed to put buckets of lava in the dispensers. Alright, that's a nice easy fix. Alright, let's give this another go. That is looking a lot better. I can actually see the bone meal flowing down, but it's not reaching where we need it to be. Okay, yep, I see the problem. All we need to do is change the sorting system in these hoppers, so that way they don't collect any of the bone meal that is flowing through. Alright, it took a little while, but everything is flowing very nicely. So, we are finally producing enough bone meal now. So it's been about 30 minutes and I've just been letting the system fill itself up. And I've got my auto clicker running in the background. So all we need to do is fill our inventory up with sticks, just so we're not collecting any of the things that are dropped. And in our offhand, we'll have the sapling, and then in the other, the bone meal. So once we place down the sapling, the bone meal will then speed up its growth. Then from there, the TNT will be dropping right on top of the trees. This will destroy all the leaves and wood and will allow us to place down another sapling. Alright, you get the gist now. So what we're going to do is we're going to AFK here for a little while and see what we can produce. Alright guys, we have legit AFK'd for about 30 minutes or so and a bit of breaks between just to reload our bone meal and saplings. But look what we have inside here. Our saplings have slowly been growing as well, so it's also self-sustaining for these, so we don't have to keep going out and getting saplings. This farm produces more than what we're putting down basically. And for the moment of truth, yeah, this is looking really good. I'm really happy with that. For 30 minutes of just sitting here, I was able to go around, do my chores, and yeah, I'm really happy with this result. Unfortunately though, the only thing that stopped us from continuing this farm is the bone meal. So we quickly ran out, but that's okay because now we're just running it in the background to pretty much fill up all the hoppers and the dispensers. So the dispenser here is slowly filling up. There we go. We can see those numbers quickly changing. So yeah, it is pretty quick. We do have to let it go for a little while. I would say this was pretty much full when we started the farm. So for 30 minutes, we go through an entire dispenser full. So it's not too bad and I'm really happy with the results. So I'm going to keep this farm running in the background here, just so we can fill up all the hoppers and dispensers with the bone meal. But guys, I am super happy with this farm. This is the first farm in a while that I've done, which is very efficient. So we got, yeah, 2 modes here. So the other one is mainly for our warped and our crimson trees, just so when we change the blocks. We will have to make another farm for the mangrove, just because this farm won't be able to facilitate it. But that's okay, that can be for a later episode, as yeah, we don't really need mangrove at the moment. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been a blast, and this is so worth it because now we can gather as much wood as we need, and we don't have to go out and destroy an entire biome for it. So once again, thank you, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out.